So first, just wanted to ask you how much it means to have a dead ball ringer like Ashley Westwood on the team.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, and I keep telling him about passing the ball into the net, and he actually passed the free kick into the net. So it was a really good finish. I blamed him for JP's free kick in the first half because he's the more experienced player, and he allowed him to shoot from 45 yards, which was the wrong decision. But he made the right one at the end, and really pleased, with his goal.
And then talk to us a little about Christian's performance tonight.
Christian came in and Christian, who's Christian?
Kalina.
Oh, sorry, Kalina. It's all right. I called him Callie, so no problem. Yeah, he was called upon at the end and made two good saves. One from a header from a corner, one from a shot from the centre half where we actually should have had the foul. But he made a save in the first half, I think, from a wide angle as well. He's doing very well at the moment. I think their XG was 0.6 today, so they were shooting from areas where I expect him to save, such as the calibre of the keeper, and he's not letting us down. So he deserves that. 3 clean sheets on the spin.
And then finally, Coach, Patrick Agyemang, you took him out pretty soon after the goal. Is there a mentality that you need to protect Big Pat at all costs, or was he being beat up too much? What was the reason?
No, I just felt he was getting a little bit frustrated. He just got a yellow card. It seemed like him and their centre half were having some kind of personal battle, and he probably just lost his concentration. So I thought it was the right time to get him off. I wasn't happy with the first half at all. I thought we were very passive, looked a little bit lethargic. But second half I thought him and Nico pressed better with more intensity and forced them into mistakes.
Thanks, Coach Schiff. Charles.
Thank you.
Dick Finelli.
Thanks. Congratulations, Coach, on the win.
Thanks, Nick.
So you talked about mentality this whole week and being able to win these road matches, and you just felt like that's what it took. Did you see that mentality tonight that you wanted?
I saw the mentality. I didn't see a game of football that I pretty much liked, and it certainly won't make the highlight reel. It wasn't a thriller of any sort. It was an untidy game from both teams, a real lively pitch, but we showed a real good mentality to limit them again to few chances. And we took the one that we had from a set piece and a good free kick. So I actually never felt they were going to score throughout the game, which is a really calming situation for me to be on the sideline, and that's the sign of the mentality I want.
And then also wanted to follow up with having the likes of like Nathan Byrne and Ashley Westwood out on the pitch for the whole time, basically. What does that allow you as a coach to be able to do that maybe if those guys weren't there that you couldn't do?
Well, I think it gives me their brains rather than their legs, to be honest. They're very experienced players. They know how to kill a game at times when it needs it. They know how to change the momentum or the tempo in the game. And that comes from experience and, the quality players they are.
And last question, can you talk a little bit about Pedro's game tonight, JP's game?
Yeah, JP, he tired at the end, obviously. He cramped up. He got on the ball a few times. He was a little bit untidy at times when, because his quality is what he can do on the ball. But he's still learning the game, and he never let us down tonight at all. I think there was a short corner early on where, I told him at half time that, he got out of the way of the ball and he's got to just take that on the chest. But all in all, a steady performance from him, and his away debut. Tiger Small's got his his full debut as well. And I thought, as I say, second half, I thought we were a lot better than first half.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Carol Walton.
Hey, Dean. Sorry I'm not videoing tonight. I'm having computer problems, but congratulations.
Thanks, Carol. And I hope them kids are in bed now.
They are safely asleep, thank God. So you mentioned being a little disappointed with the first half. Did the players hear from Coach in a adamant way at halftime, or were you pretty tame?
They heard from me in a measured sort of way, but they knew there was some intent to up our tempo. be a little bit more aggressive with how we hunt the ball back down, and I thought we did that really well. Nico and Patrick, I thought, were a lot more aggressive in the second half in how we pressed, and the team backed them up on it, and that he forced them into some mistakes.
And Yeronen had a knock. Is that going to keep him out Saturday as well, or what,
yeah, it will do. He felt his groin yesterday in training. He had a shot and just felt something, so he's had an MRI today. So I'm yet to know the results on that, but he'll be out for this weekend.
Okay, and have you gotten word on Bender that he had 2 goals and assists in his 45 minutes? He's not going to score, Dean.
I've heard this. I've heard that already. So really pleased, with his contributions, and it's great, to have him back on the pitch after 4 months out.
Great, thank you so much. Have safe travels.
Thanks, Carol.
Okay, Steve Goldberg.
Hey, Dean. Like you said, ugly game, good result. The passing, in particular, coming out of defense, just seemed to be off by, a few feet here and there. The connections, in that sense, is there anything you would attribute that to?
I thought it was a really lively pitch. It was really hard, so the ball was bouncing quite a lot. I thought it was the same for both teams as well. I thought they were untidy on the ball as well, and it was almost like, we'll have it, we'll give it you back, and they'll have it and they'll give it us back. It had that kind of feel about it, and neither team really could get any rhythm. So that's why I wanted to up the tempo second half, certainly with our pressing.
And statistically, they led in almost every category but the most important one, which, the score at the end there. So is this indicative of what a successful team needs in order to be successful, is to win games when they don't play that well?
Yeah, sometimes you've got to dig in and be hard to beat. I thought we was that today again. And as I say, they've not had big chances at all today. We've had a possible penalty turned down as well. I thought, the counter-attacks late on, certainly in the last 20 minutes, I felt we would score another goal. Kerwin's broke through, Yuri's broke through, Brett's broke through, and as you say, we just didn't connect that final pass. It looked like a handball incident, but the referees decided to go the other way.
Yeah, and while scoring has not been at the level that you wanted, the clean sheets, a third straight, if they never score, you'll never lose.
Exactly, and as I've always said, with this group of players that we've got, I don't think at the moment we're going to have to build confidence to become a free scoring team, but we've got bodies in the right areas, and we've got a really good structure that makes it difficult for the opposition, and today was another example of that.
And that's where some of the bad passing coming out and the quick turnovers, the unforced errors, in that sense, is you go from having the ball at your feet to having to defend again real quickly, but they've been successful in doing that.
It was almost as if we enjoy defending, so we keep giving it them so we can enjoy defending again. And as I say, I thought 2 centre halves and the back four in general never allowed them to see Cali too much today. As I say, they've had the header at the end and they've had the shot at the end, but other than that, I can't remember too many incidents that Cali was called on.
And with this, with Yeri out, you had João Pedro in there, then you made other defensive changes late in the game. Do you feel that the chemistry of, your first 4 has performed very well. Do you feel that the chemistry is extending beyond them?
Yeah, I believe so. They're working hard every day. JP's been pushing Yeri anyway, so I think it's really healthy when you've got competition for places, and we're certainly getting that at the moment.
Great, thank you much. Have a enjoyable flight home.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, John Lane, your last one.
Hey, congrats on the win, Coach.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, I'll keep on the theme of the back line. They shared a stat tonight on the broadcast that Charlotte's the only team that hasn't conceded a goal in the first half hour of games. And I thought that was pretty impressive in this league. A lot of teams, the games can get wild and free-flowing at the beginning, but we've seen the back line and Kalina get more and more confident. Can you speak just to their form and their confidence right now, especially early in games?
Yeah, I think when I first came in and probably watched the last 10 games of this last season, and the one thing that stood out to me was the game became a bit basketballish and end to end, and I didn't want that within the team. I think when you do that, you lose structure and you're playing a game of chance. And I wanted to get a good structure into the team and use that as our foundation. And sometimes we flip the system and shown out to in, but today was one where we wanted to show them outside, and I thought we dealt with that really well. So. But it's not just the back line and Cali. When Cali's called upon, he'll make saves. But the midfield two are protecting the centre halves really well. The wide players, Tiger Smalls made his debut today, and probably won 5 or 6 tackles on the side today, which were really important for us. And the front two, as I say, with their pressing. So it's a real team performance in terms of shutting teams out, and I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah, and given how well that midfield two, the double pivot, the backline cleanup, as you said, whole team effort, given how confident they've been and how well they've played at the start of games, going forward, would you like to see the attack play a little more on the front foot to start games and maybe start getting some better chances?
Yeah, we've done that in previous games, and we probably haven't taken as many chances as we should. That's probably been a little bit of our Achilles heel, but we're certainly getting better at that. But if we continue, through the season and go 2-0, 1-0, 1-0, and that continues, I'll be a very happy man.
All right, sounds great. Safe travels.
Cheers, thanks, John.
Okay, thanks. We'll wrap.